What's up, wrestling fans? How you guys doing? We got a lot of stuff to get to today. There's a lot of stuff. We got Revolutions coming up, and I'm going to do the predictions real quick for that in just a few seconds. But before that, I wanted to get this video up. So get going on this video. Be watching it, commenting down below, saying all that stuff. And then in a few more minutes, in a little while, within 30 minutes to an hour, you guys will see my predictions video right before Revolution. And then we'll be live with the AEW Revolution tonight, the review. SmackDown drew one of the biggest numbers ever. I mean, in recent history last night. 2.7 million. That is a very, very good draw. Obviously, yeah, I don't think it beats their debut episode and maybe a few other episodes, but it really is a very high number. For the way WWE is right now, for how bad it is, 2.7 million is a lot. You know what I mean? That's a really good number. Obviously, John Cena return, that was a big thing. So Cena return the night after a huge controversy on Showdown. Obviously, that was all probably the reason why. I think you'll see the numbers go back down again right now. So you will see that. But that number was huge, man. That was a big number for for them to come by. So I did want to talk about that real quick and mention it. Obviously, I think you'll see the numbers go back down again. I think we'll have somewhat decent numbers, but to me, this WrestleMania build now has been killed by everything they've done. Obviously, in my rant video the other day, one of the biggest complaints is there's so many complaints. And that's why I ranted on Bully Ray and all these other people who are just like, you just don't get it. No, I do get it. I get that your tag team, you had your tag team champions win the belts, and then the very next night on Raw, you have them lose. You have them get pinned clean. So these guys just won the belts, and now they're getting pinned clean, and now they're getting put in an elimination chamber, and one of the teams that will be in there is the team they beat for the belts and the team that pinned them. It's just so goofy and ridiculous. Like, you wonder why the belts don't matter worth a damn. And obviously this match was added because they decided not to do the Roman in the chamber thing because it was so predictable that it was a waste of time. So they decided not to do that and just bring out Roman and start the Goldberg-Roman build now or whatever instead of having him go through the chamber. And I know that because if he had been in the chamber, the biggest complaint from all of us would have been like, we know who's winning, so this is stupid. But now one of the biggest complaints is, why didn't he have to work to get the title shot? You know, so either way, you would have been unhappy about that. That's not what I'm worried about. I don't care if he's in the chamber or not in the chamber. Either way, we knew it was happening. The Fiend is ruined. So we have John Cena and The Fiend. Who cares? Probably John Cena's going to put over The Fiend. Who cares? Probably Goldberg's going to put over Roman. Who cares anyway about that? And now your tag team division, you know, your tag team champions just got pinned the night after they won the belts. So that's stupid. So that's a waste of time there. So you have all these waste of time things that don't mean a damn thing. And that's the biggest problem with WWE right now. So that's my biggest problem. That's my biggest issue. None of this is good for any of these wrestlers, for any of these people. It's all bad. It's all bad. The other thing I wanted to say to you guys is the $10 Ty Dillinger donation. Unfortunately, the donation song has been getting hit recently with the copyright deal. So we have a new version of it that's coming, and it's up on Patreon right now if you guys want to hear it. That is up on Patreon right now. You can download it and listen to it. It's a new version, and that will be the new one that's cut in the donation of the $10 one. Also monetized, this post show is up as well. That's 1 hour and 3 minutes long, and you can go listen to that. And obviously monetized, this is up, and After Dark with me and Jesse is up, and there's a bunch of stuff on Patreon that's up. So I want to thank all the people that just signed up on Patreon. Thanks to Lucas7, becoming a $10 VIP. Trevor, that's T-Rev, I believe. Thank you. And S.Dollars back. Thank you guys for jumping on there. Please, if you guys have any questions on Patreon, please message me on Patreon. Unless I try to get back to everybody on Patreon, although the message sometimes build up and you got to kind of hit me up a couple times. But usually the Patreon family is, the blood is pumping through the veins of the patrons on Patreon. 395 of you guys strong on Patreon right now. So think about joining the Patreon. I will be live after AEW Revolution tonight, and I will have my predictions coming on that. in just a few minutes. So look for that in a little while. It's coming. Just come back to my channel and check before the pay-per-view. It will be up. And we'll talk about how you can watch it, the different ways you can watch AEW Revolution tonight, the options that you have, and what you can do, and what I think about the event, what's going to happen, what's going to take place, and more tonight. My name is Joe Cronin. This is The Joe Cronin Show. I hope you guys can watch some more. If you don't want to do any of that other stuff I mentioned, here's some other videos that are popping up that you might have missed on my channel. Dump in and do a little deep dive on my channel and enjoy some of the previous stuff. Leave comments down below. I'll be reading them. Keep me entertained. And feel free to hit the like button if you like. And again, check out my Patreon. 30 hours of bonus content you don't get on YouTube a month.